Hello. So the recent update that I did was for shaders. Creating shaders was a little complicated. You have to go in here to your shader definitions, and then you'd have to type out all the specifications that you'd want the shader pipeline layout to look like. So you would tell it what uniform buffer objects you have, and what kind of bindings you needed for, say, textures or whatever. And I felt that was a little too complicated going in and typing in and all that stuff. So instead, we now generate it. So you come in here and you put in the shaders you want. So you have inside the Vulkan section, you have vert, and that'll be your vertex shader. You have frag, and that'll be your fragment shader. And you also have geometry, tessellation control, and tessellation evaluation, all that stuff. So, but I'm only using these two for this particular shader. So these are the shaders we have. We have this basic skinned, and this basic skin is just a very simple skinning shader to do a sample animation. And we have this basic frag, which is just basic, is going to push a single color, so it fills it. In this case, it'll be white. But you see there's also include blocks, and those include blocks are read by the shader definition generator. And the defined constants, like this max skin instances and joints, those are also going to be read and parsed by it as well. So you can see this one has a special skinned UBO uniform buffer object for the skinning transformations that are going to be passed in here. So there's two ways to run the generator. Basically, you've written your shaders, you've spec'd them here to say these are the ones that make up the shader layout that you want in the shader pipeline. And then inside of, if you're in Visual Studio Code, inside of this debugger, there's a shader definition generator. You can click on that and run this, or you can run it from your terminal. So here I am inside of the Kaiju source folder. I can say go run generators shader definition main.go, and that'll just go through and find all of my all of these definition files, and then it will go and read the shaders that are associated to them, and it will generate your shader definition for you. So you'll see in here we have all the layouts. It detected the inputs and the outputs, and kind of how those objects are. It found the fields. So in here somewhere we should have our skinned UBO here, which has one field. You'll see that it parsed out the 50 and 50 there, and has all the information about the shader that the system will need, including it kind of just populates the blank things that you can mess with later. We make it so that you can put a comment in the shader or something for specific things, but mostly these are difficult to select. Anyways, so we've generated that, and now we can go ahead and see what our little skinning sample looks like. So we're going to just run this, and we have a render.test animation, and so there's our skinning sample, and this is using this generated pipeline layout, so that you don't have to type it all out, and it makes it a little bit easier to work with custom shaders. I'm probably going to be working on a lot more shaders at some point to put in the engine for everyone to use. Possibly a big old large one that has a lot of fields and stuff that can be more common, kind of like your Uber shader or whatever. Then we'll deal with more cool shader stuff later, shader graphs and all that other stuff at some point. But this is the base framework for getting our shaders up and running, and we can just build on top of it. So that was the update.